Hi everyone, this is Derby Perez, and here I'm going to be talking in this segment, I'm going to be talking about traditional investment versus Bitclub network. Okay, now we're going to take three samples. The first sample is Chase Bank. If you're going to put your money in Chase Bank, and let's say for instance you're going to take $20,000. Now it could be Chase Bank, it could be Capital One, it could be Wells Fargo, but let's take Chase Bank. If you put $20,000. Let's take a sample of $20,000 investment. So if you put a $20,000 investment to like a Chase Bank or a top tier bank in the US, you're going to get a whopping 0.01% interest rate a year. So that means if you're putting $20,000, you're going to get a $20,200 out of your investment. You're going to make $200 for that year. Now, a lot of people say, why would I even do that? Because they're only paying a 0.01%. Is because convenience. If you want to have convenience down at the local shop, maybe a 7-Eleven, maybe at the bank, at the airport, you know, you're going to have that convenience of having Chase or Wells Fargo right at your fingertips. And you know, and I know, a lot of people are banking in these areas, so they're not going to be quick to give you their money. They're going to make as much money as possible because they're the dominating banks in the US right now. Now, TD Bank is a second tier bank. I bank at TD Bank. I love TD Bank, and all my teams bank at TD Bank. But guess what? TD Bank has to work a little bit harder. A little bit harder to gain your trust, gain your confidence, because this is a Canadian bank. So this Canadian bank, they're going to be paying a little bit more. They're going to be paying 0.05% of the $20,000. So if you take that $20,000 again, they're going to be paying you $21,000, right? So they're going to give you a little bit more because why? They want your business. They're going to work a little harder, and they're not going to be down in the corner. It's sometimes you're probably not even going to have a TD Bank in your area, so it's going to be a little bit difficult. And that's what happens to all the other banks that are second tier banks. They're going to give you a little bit higher interest rate. Now let's take the standard mutual fund. Okay, you're going to be like, listen, I don't want this. I want more for my money. You know, I'm getting tired. I'm getting up in age. It's going to be a little bit harder for me. I got to get up in the morning, work. And, you know, that's what happens. So a lot of people say, okay, I want to go into the standard mutual fund like Charles Schwab, JP Morgan. All right. They're going to say, okay, we're going to take your $20,000 and we're going to divide it into little pieces. Think of a pizza right now. They're going to put 5% here, 10% here, 3% here to a mutual fund, 2%, 1%, 3%, 5%. And they're going to take that $20,000 and divide it up because they don't want to hurt you in the long run. They want to make sure that you're going to get the most out of your money. And if something happens here, like they go out of business or something happens, you still have a portfolio that's performing, so you don't get hurt when, you know, you're older, up in age, and you want to, you know, make a better return on your money. This mutual funds, they usually pay like 11.84% on your money. 11.84. So let's take 12% on the average, 12%. But guess what? You don't get that 12% of the mutual fund. What happens? You have to pay these people a fee. Nobody's going to do anything for free. Would you work for free? They don't work for free. So let's take 12%. They take 2% on their investment. They take 2% for them, 10% for you. And guess what? You're going to be making a whopping $2,000 return. So that means you're going to double. Instead of a second tier bank, you're going to double your standard mutual fund for $22,000. You're going to get that $2,000. Now, a couple of things that I want to let you know. I'm not a financial advisor. I did look up, and I want to give you this information that we looked up so you could be reminded of what's happening here. So the mutual fund, two things that you got to wait. You got to wait up to you're 59 years old to get this. 59 years old, you're up in age. You're going to get that 12%, that 10% return on your money. But guess what? You got to wait for your money. So that's kind of difficult to say. In fact, even for my mom is up in age. You know, she didn't do this. But if you do this, you know, you got to wait. But a lot of people, I say the system or the odds are stacked against us. Because you know life happens. You're 27, up to 59, something's going to happen on the way to grandma's house, on the way to the box, the end result. Because everybody's headed to the box. So you're going to say, I need money. And guess what? You're going to get a penalty to take out your money. And it's a hefty penalty. I believe, what was that penalty? 35% penalty on your money. This is your money. You're going to get charged a 35% on your money to take out that $20,000. So that means $6,000, roughly $6,000 and change to get your money out earlier. A lot of people do that. Why? Why do they do that? Because they need the money. They have an emergency. They have something happening in their life. And it's very difficult. So these are the three things. So that's one of the things that I wanted you to realize when it comes to traditional investment or traditional banks. This is what happened. On the next video, we're going to discuss Bitclub Network, and I'm going to show you how to empower yourself and how we could change those odds. The odds that are stacked against us, you and me, we're going to show you how to take it to the next level. And there is light at the end of the tunnel. You could choose this road or you could choose Bitclub Network, and I'm going to show you coming right up. Go to the next video.